architecture firm based in New Delhi. Haveli Dharampura is a 140-year-old Haveli in Chandni Chowk. This is the first of its kind of adaptive use project where an old Haveli has been conserved and converted into a heritage hotel and a cultural center. This is an attempt to present our past in a modern way. Haveli Dharampura is situated in Shahjahanabad, which is presently called Old Delhi and is close to historic Jama Masjid and Red Fort. These Havelis were built in late Mughal era and early 19th century and had distinctive Mughal and Hindu architectural influences. Presently, there are thousands such Havelis in Old Delhi, which has been documented by intact as heritage buildings, but sadly most of them are in very bad state. They've been turned into godowns, garages. Most of them have been, brought down and illegally and turned into shopping complexes. A lot of media speculation in terms of kind of restoring and conserving them, but I think no initiative has been taken by government in this regard. Okay, 2010 was the first time when we saw this Haveli and the opportunity we thought this project had. These are the images of 2010. This is a 500 square yard Haveli. Which has 2 courtyards. Over the periods, there were 60 small rooms which were created in the existing structure, and there were 30 different families which were staying there.
How many?
30 different families. The ground floor was being used as a godown. The balconies were damaged, there were open drain pipes in the courtyard. The brackets were missing at places. The openings were filled with brick masonry and at places with ply. The roofs at places had collapsed. And the building kind of looked like a slum building. It was, but there was something very interesting about its architecture, the surrounding and the culture. And there we saw an opportunity to kind of learn conservation being our first project, an opportunity to connect with the life, the culture, the heritage of Old Delhi, and an opportunity to be hope for such more Havelis. The process is defined in 3 stages: mapping, understanding, and execution. A detailed documentation of the existing site with its services, its column, the arches, the ornamentation and the services were done. And then we started our kind of case studies, moving into bylanes of Old Delhi, into understanding its architecture, the people, the monuments, the Jain temples and the Havelis out there. Also, we went into far-off places in Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan where such Havelis were built during the similar period and to look for common link between them. So, on understanding, we defined the space. We kind of primarily kept handicraft shops, museum, art gallery and the restaurants on the ground floor, upper 2 floor to have rooms, and the third being the terrace with an open sitting and dining. So the execution was done with kind of removing the thick layers of paint on the existing column and then creating the similar columns in Dholpur. These wooden columns which are found in the old Havelis are erected in the main courtyard. Traditional method of lime plaster was used as a mortar. At places the walls which had cracked, it was repaired, and this Lakhori brick which was exposed at places which was kind of consolidated with waterproofing layers. The brackets were repaired. the arches similar to the existing one were created. So a lot of Indian stones are being used, kind of a fusion happening. A modern interpretation of flooring pattern which is inspired by the shadow which is kind of created in these monuments. Okay, so the blues and the greens which are, are there in this bylines of Old Delhi, we use them in on the doors and on the grills. So terrace becomes the most interesting part, and it starts opening up. I mean, the moment someone ascends upwards, it starts connecting with the surrounding area. And we have this wooden structure which is again a kind of interpretation of Baradari. 2016 is the completion of the project and how the building is responding to the surroundings. So we've kept the initial fabric like we have, where we have this corridors around the courtyard, which helps with the kind of interconnection between different layers. That's the central courtyard at the entrance. We've got a restaurant where we've kind of exposed the brickwork. Interesting interplay of light and shadow created. So we've got 14 rooms in the property, though we've kept it very minimalistic, but tried to kind of treat them differently. So terrace becomes the kind of a vantage point which kind of connects 360 view of the different terraces and the architecture, and so we've got a Jama Masjid, Red Fort, the famous Gurudwara and the Jain temple. I'll just quickly go through the images. So with the help of local bodies, we've taken the electrical cables underground, revamped the bylanes. These are before and after images. So it's a process of also kind of reviving our tradition and culture. So we've kind of a dance performance like happening out here. It's being used as a museum and art gallery. The ancient sports like this kabutarbaji and kite flying are kind of encouraged out here. So Haveli, I think, which took us 6 long years to complete, is in a way kind of helping the community. More and more people are coming forward and looking for possibilities of adaptive use of their Havelis, and there is a tremendous increase of tourism in this area. So we, with this project, we see a kind of a hope for future.
You mentioned that there were 30 families living there.
Yes, sir.
So in this process, what happened to them?
So they were like kind of, like time 6 months to kind of remove them, like.
So, no, this process, if you see this as a example of restoration and of similar buildings, would it lead to a process of evicting?
So they were like, it's because over the ages there have been a lot of, the tenants were staying kind of an illegal way. So there was a kind of a process where, there was an initiative which was, they were given money or, things like, and they were removed in from that place. And that's the issue which is there in, I think, most of the properties out there.
In the process of converting something where 30 families were living to a guest house or a hospitality center with 14 rooms, are there any structural modification?
Yeah.
So I think it's necessary for you to talk about it. What was the structural modification there?
So when we're looking at a kind of a hotel property, so the services which are kind of needed, like the HVACs, the plumbing, and all of them were kind of rework. So that's the kind of a process which took it into kind of creating this.
I mean, you have taken us through visual uh, change,
Yes, sir.
but in the process, the very body of the building
Yeah.
has undergone some changes.
Yes, sir.
And in order to do so, what are the criteria by which you work? Walls may have to be removed and replaced, or the location may have to be removed.
Yes, so the main walls, the outer, the load bearing walls were remained intact. The only thing is that they were like big halls like in the previous, the main fabric was intact, but they were like, when we went into the site in 2010, there were so many small kind of cubicles which were created over the years because of the requirement of the tenants. Those were removed, and there was a proper strengthening of the building were done, like. Thank you.